come on. You've probably noticed that Indi and I are doing things a bit differently today. Normally it's ultra light. Today it is ultra not light. I have got two backpacks. This one is full of all the camping stuff for Indi and I, and this one here is full of all sorts of extra treats, because today we're not going very far. We're going to head down this track for about 10 or 20 minutes, probably 10 minutes walk if you are just walking without all of this stuff. But I have got with me a wheelbarrow and a pit barrel smoker. So this camp is going to be quite different from normal. It's going to be a bit of luxury. I've got a nice big tent with me. We're going to be cooking up some beautiful meat on the pit barrel smoker and just chilling out. And I'm really pleased to say the sun is shining, because I love walking into camp when the weather's lovely. But the forecast is for rain later on, so I have brought two tarps with me so we can set up a nice area outside of the tent to hang out and cook. And it should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Indi has already run off because there's a whole lot of hares around here. She's great with other animals, but she does love to do a bit of chasing. So I'm going to go and catch up with her, and I'll see you guys at camp. Oh, finally. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It was a lot harder. Was it hard for you? No. What did you carry? A stick? All Indi carries is a stick. Oh, okay, I'm exhausted. I brought some beautiful orange juice, but I froze it to keep the meat cold, and I think it's still going to be frozen. So I might take that out and leave that in the sun to defrost so I can have something cold to drink soon. The plan of attack. The first thing I want to do before I set up the tent, because we've got such beautiful weather and I can see the clouds coming in, and I know it's going to rain later on, but right now I really want to get the cooker going, because the meat's going to take a while to cook. That's going to be the whole fun of this trip, is sitting around watching the meat cook. But it's probably going to take a good, I don't know, 6 hours, 8 hours, who knows. I am new to pit barrel smoking. This is the second time only that I've ever used it, so this is not going to be a video about how to do it. This is just going to be me having a bit of fun and giving it a go. So the first thing I want to do is find some rocks to set up a little bit of a base underneath the cooker. The ground is quite wet, as you can probably see from me kneeling on it, but all the same I want to be really careful. The cooker's all contained, but I'm going to get some rocks to put underneath it. I'm going to set it up and show you guys what it's all about. Once that's going, once we've got the fire started, I can leave that and get the tent set up. You want a treat? But guess what? I haven't brought a treat for Indi today. Well, I have actually. I've brought heaps and heaps of meat, far too much for me. So her treat today is going to be meat from the slow cooker. So she doesn't have a treat to eat now. But you'll be alright, won't you? I need to give her some water though, so I might actually do that before I even start the cooker. There you go. seen, Indy? Hey? Let me see. More rabbits? So the first time I used this Pit Barrel smoker was yesterday, so I'm a complete noob. I am still learning, and I am sure there are going to be heaps of people who are seasoned veterans and know how to use these and will have lots of advice for me. And please go ahead, I am totally fine. I am happy to get advice, but I also quite like just giving things a go. And I'm not afraid of trying something and getting it wrong. So I know this won't be like the perfect meat that I've ever cooked, but what's wrong with giving something a go? I mean, you've got to try something and fail. That's the whole point, isn't it? Otherwise there would be no excitement when you finally do get it right. What I do know though is you fill up this basket with the charcoal and then take some of the pieces and put it into the chimney starter. So this is just a way of getting some of the charcoal lit and kind of really nice and hot before you pour it in. I'll show you in a moment. So the remainder of the charcoal goes in here. And now I brought some newspaper with me and I have gone and left it in the truck. And I can't be bothered walking back 20 minutes to go and get it, so I'm hoping that this will take this tiny piece here. Okay, well, that's probably not going to work. Alright, let's see how we go. Okay, so I started the charcoal in the chimney and it's been going for about 15 or 20 minutes. So now I am ready to pour it into the main charcoal basket. And what I'm going to do is keep my water handy, and I'll actually take the lid off it. Ah, there we go. Just in case I get a burn or something goes wrong. All right. Right, and it goes. So I've brought with me some steak. I've brought some pork and some chicken. So we'll have a go at cooking all of those. I'm not worried that it'll be too much meat for Indi and I, because I can take it home for my family. I've got the chili box in the back of the truck and I'll take home what we don't eat. But based on my first try of the cooker yesterday, there might not be any leftovers. It was so delicious. Right, that's looking good. Camp, on the other hand, is looking a bit messy, but we'll tidy things up. As soon as I've got the meat going, we can tidy things up and get the tent up. Oh my goodness, I can feel some drops of rain. Okay, we're going to need to be quick. Have you noticed that someone's hanging around me? Pork rub. I'm going to be generous. Okay, I'm going to leave one of these without spices for Indy. Oh, it's sizzling. Oh my gosh, I feel drops of rain. I think we're going to get this on just in time, you guys. So I have left the steak without any spice. Andy, what are you doing? What are you doing, pup? I have left the steak without any spice and... oh no! Okay, one chicken lost. My bad. I've left the steak without any seasoning and one of the pieces of pork, just so that Indy can have some as well. That looks amazing. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on and leave that to cook. So tempting to look in there, like I really want to look in there and see how it's going, but I need to just leave it cooking. It's actually time to get the tent set up because I can feel spots of rain and you can see the dark clouds moving in. Hello, what are you doing? Come here. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. You're not even worried about the tent, are you? Because it's so nice and dry. But the moment it starts to rain, Indy's going to want to climb inside something warm. Are you wondering why I'm throwing all these sticks? Oh, another zip cord. I hate tents that are designed so the fly gets caught in the zip. There we go. Hello there. Oh, once again. Did I mention I hate zips that get caught? Right, that's not looking great. We're actually okay around the back. This Indi, it's saggy baggy, so we need to do something about that. Right, okay, that definitely helped. Wow, the great thing with this tent is it's massive. It's massive, Indi. We could have a whole party in here. Hello. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I need to put the inner into the tent, and I'm thinking it would make most sense to have it as far back as possible away from the door. There's actually two doors, one on each side. And when I've seen it set up in lots of different ways. I'm just trying to think what would be best. Yeah. Unfortunately, the ground is really, really lumpy on that far side. Hello? You've been entertaining yourself and now you want some attention. She's bored, she wants some attention. Would you like to catch a stick? You're not allowed to catch a stick on the full, it's bad for your teeth. Alright, so I'm going to have to be sneaky. Oh. Ah. Oh dear, oh dear. So what I'm trying to figure out is I don't want any rain to get on the tent liner, but I don't want to put it on the far side because it is... Oh, I've got a good idea. Right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to open this side. So we'll open this side instead. Right, I'm just going to bring this down for a moment. Hopefully the tent doesn't collapse. That would be sad. Because there's a peg up there that I've got to clip this clip into. There we go. Oh. Hopefully that's about right. Now Indi, can you move over here please? Thank you. Stay there, pup. Finally set up. There was a little burst of rain, but you can see the sun's back again. It's really fickle. If you look around, there are dark clouds and there is also bright sunlight. So I am really thrilled. I've got the tent set up. It looks really awesome. Indi's in there already enjoying it. I have set it up like this with the inner really close to the door. So if it does rain, either I'm just going to close that, or maybe put up one of my other tarps, because I did bring two. But I have to have it this way because that's where the ground is flat. The rest of it was so lumpy. Indi and I will have a terrible sleep if we put it the other way. Okay, I can smell the meat, so I'm going to go and check on the meat. And And it's time for that orange juice because I checked on that before and it has defrosted beautifully. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to turn that steak over. Oh my goodness. Yum. The chicken is obviously going to take longer. Ah, I nearly lost another one. But I'm just going to leave that. We've still got, I don't even know what time it is. I'll check in a moment, but we've got quite a few more hours. Look at how golden that is, you guys. Oh, it's all crispy. Yum. I'm so excited. So as the juices fall down onto the coals, it creates a smoke. Yum. Gosh, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I actually don't. I'm so new to this, but this is so exciting. Leave me a comment if you are a seasoned pit, what is it called? Pit barrel smoker. Let me know some of your favourite recipes. I'd love to know. I would really love to do a beef brisket. So I don't know if you guys watched my camp where I was by that little tarn. It was, and my tent nearly blew away. It was such a good camp. It was so much fun, but it was really challenging. And I mentioned in there that my brother-in-law had cooked up some Christmas meat on one of these cookers. Now this is why my own husband bought this one, because of that amazing meat cooked by his brother. And he does an incredible beef brisket. So I'd like to be able to do beef brisket, but I think it could be a bit more challenging. You guarding the tent, Indy? Hi, cutie. You're right outside the tent. Oh, I know why you're outside the tent. It started to rain. Okay, time to get my stuff put away. I've got the wheelbarrow there already. I'm going to put the rest of my stuff in the tent, under the cover, and then it's time to chill. Alright, the tarp is up. I feel so much better once the tarp is up. I've got all this outdoor space. I'm just working out a very unscientific method of overlapping these two. It's not going to work well if the wind gets up, but for now that will do nicely. On the list of things to do, I have brought with me a couple of mats, so I'm going to stick the mats out so that we can be in comfort. And then I think we need to check the meat. We need to check the meat, you guys. I actually have to make a confession. I've actually checked it without you. And I've had a little bit of test meat. It's called test meat. It's not really eating the meat, it's just test meat. Okay, mats out. I'm going to set out all my stuff for dinner. We're going to check the meat. and then we can relax. And I think maybe it might even be time for a wine and some chips. And you think dinner? It could actually be this girl's dinner time. Oh my goodness. Wow, this looks incredible. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. The pork. Look at that sizzling. I'll turn that over. Oh, the steak looks gorgeous. It looks like it's really well done, but because it's been smoking, it's probably going to be lovely and tender. Or it might be overdone. We'll see. I'm just going to turn this chicken. These are going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, I've got an idea. I think what we might do is get the steak off. We'll leave it to cool down. Oh, I can hear the rain on the tent. And we're going to leave the pork and chicken on for a bit longer, and we'll take the steak off and have a nibble. Look at that board. There is definitely rain. Let's get under cover. I'm not entirely sure where my fork is, so... Oh, yum. It looks like it's dried out, but look at how it falls apart. It's beautiful. Okay, I bought this. Saffron, dill and mustard mayonnaise. I'm going to get a knife somewhere in here. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, that's incredible. That is incredible. Oh dear. Someone's waiting for her bit, but look how much I've got left. Alright, I better give some to Indy. I did promise. Beautiful girl. It takes a while, but when I've finally got a wine and some snacks, and the tarp is up and the tent is up and I have everything set up, and Indy's had dinner, then I know that it's time to relax. Cheers everybody. Thank you for coming along on this trip. What are you trying to tell me? You trying to remind me to say thank you to them for all the meat in the cooker? Yeah, for the meat in the cooker. So Indi got a piece of that steak, but I'll show you eating her pork and a little bit of that chicken later. We'll have to take the chicken off the bone, but yep, she scoffed that down. Although I have to say I had more than my fair share, if I'm totally honest. It was so delicious. Hey, so thank you so much to everybody who buys us treats on Buy Me a Coffee, camping treats, because that's what we use the money for. We use it to pay for some treats, like all of that lovely meat for the cooker. Yes, that's right, isn't it? And I've also used some money from Buy Me a Coffee to fund some new gear. Those people who are Buy Me a Coffee members get a monthly email. There'll be one coming out at the end of each month, and in that email you find out about what I've used the money for. So thank you so much. It means the world to us, your donations. We really appreciate it. Thank you also to all of the super thanks donors. Huge thanks from Indi and I. That money really helps us to be able to continue on with the channel, helps us to buy new stuff for the channel and enjoy ourselves while we're out and about. Yeah. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed to Adventure OT. Our subscriber numbers are increasing all the time. It's really exciting. In fact, I was in this area when I filmed my Celebration 1000 members video. I can't remember exactly when it was. I'd have to go back and check. And then I was talking about 5,000, and now we are over 6,000. So it's not going to be long before we're at 10,000. Can you not keep still? You can't keep still, can you? Can you sit? Oh, you're so clever. You're so clever, you can sit. So thanks everybody for supporting us on our quest towards 10,000 subscribers. We really appreciate it when you like the video, when you share the video with others, and I personally love the comments. I really appreciate all the things that you guys have to share with me and all the wonderful support. So keep it up. Not you. Don't keep annoying me. She says, I'm not annoying you, I'm just trying to talk to you. Because you're talking to me. Am I talking to you, Indi? Do you think the meat's ready? I better get those salads made. I just washed my hands and now I've been patting her. I've got some beautiful salads to make up, so I'm going to make the salads. I might put these chips away so I don't eat too many, hey. Do you want one? I don't think you actually do. She's not one of those dogs that eats all sorts of random things. Usually. She just loves meat. Right. I'm going to hide these in the tent and we're going to make some salads. It's dinner time. Is fresh basil, avocado and tomatoes. Right, got Indi's meat cooling off there. Now I can tell, and you guys can tell, the meat's overcooked. Oh well. The test meat that I had, the steak, was amazing. And I tested a bit of the pork earlier, about 2 hours ago, and it was perfect. So yeah, I've left it in too long, but it took me ages to get set up. It's lovely and crispy. Delicious. So I've got basil, tomato and avocado salad with coleslaw, chicken wings and pork. So good. Cheers. Now, even though the sun is shining, it's still raining, really lightly, but I can hear the rain on the tarp. So we'll see what happens. It was forecast to rain just after lunch, which was when we were driving in here. Indi and I drove through heaps of rain on the way, and then it kind of eased off, and then it's forecast to get heavy again later on, so possibly just as we're going off to sleep. Well, I'm going to enjoy my dinner and just look out at this beautiful view, because we're in such a gorgeous spot. I think after dinner I might show you around a little bit, because I haven't really had time to show you the mountains around here, and they're really, really lovely. So I'll have my dinner and then show you around, and then later on while I'm cooking up my hot chocolate, we might have a bit of a chat. In my last video I asked you guys whether there was anything that you wanted me to talk about, any questions, and there's been a few questions that people have been asking that are quite similar, so I thought I might address one of them. So stick around, we'll have a bit of a chat while I'm making my hot chocolate. Indi? What's this? I'm intrigued to know if she likes it. You ready, pup? Should we go for a walk? Come on. Let's go. Are you bringing a stick? Of course you're bringing a stick. I hope it's a sensible stick. Come on. Let's go. She's running back to find a stick. I think the one that she got isn't big enough. Here she comes. Oh, Indi, you're crazy. I love this time of the night. It's about 7:30 p.m. and the sun's probably going to go down at about 9. So it's that lovely time of the night where it's quite still, like relatively still. And the light is just shining off the mountains in one direction, and then there's grey ominous clouds coming from the other direction. There's just no one else here. that walk warmed me up a little bit, but it's actually really cold, so I'm going to put my puffer jacket on. And then I collected a little bit of wood, and I might just chuck a couple of sneaky pieces on there and have a little fire in the bottom. I think it's pretty safe. It's summertime, so I don't like to have outdoor fires, but I think a couple of pieces inside the barrel should be fine, and it would be lovely to warm up. I'm going to do that and pour myself some limoncello, and then I want to tell you guys about how I've learned all my camping skills, because that's one of the questions people keep asking me is, how do you know the stuff you know? Like, what's your experience? How did you get started? Who taught you stuff? So let me grab some limoncello and then we can have a chat. Sounds like Indy's trying to get into the tent. Indy usually goes to bed about this time, like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. She's usually curled up on her beanbag. So if she really wants to go to bed, I'll open the tent for her. So I can't remember the first time that I went camping. My parents tell me that I was 2, and it was a walk called the Otter Trail, which is on the southeast side of South Africa. It's a multi-day walk, and according to my parents, I walked it without being carried, but I'm not so sure. That's pretty tough. Maybe that's just become legend. But I certainly know that there was a few of us kids, and Mum and Dad had too much stuff to carry. They couldn't carry us as well. So as far as I'm aware, the littlest got a piggyback on the top of Dad's backpack from time to time, but otherwise we had to walk. And Mum made us our own little backpacks. This was before the days when you could get all sorts of different fancy things. So I've been hiking in New Zealand. We call it tramping. Hiking, tramping, climbing, mountaineering, camping for a very long time. It was the go-to thing that we used to do when we were kids, and that was much to the dismay of myself and my sister, who really wanted to go to the beach or go to the mall with our friends, but Mum and Dad would take us all into the mountains. We absolutely loved it as kids. We had so much freedom. It was fantastic. And then as teenagers we enjoyed parts of it, but mostly we just wanted to hang out with our friends. And so it wasn't until I became an adult that I started going out on trips on my own. So when people ask me about like how I know what I know, or who taught me, or where did I learn it, I guess it's just been a process of osmosis over the years. I learned the core skills like hiking etiquette from my parents, like all of the principles that I live by in the outdoors come from the role modeling of my parents. And my parents taught me to love being in the outdoors and to really enjoy connecting with other people in the outdoors. So even though I'm here on my own with Indi, one of the reasons that I film it is because connection is really important to me, and I love connecting with you guys and sharing it with you. And there's nothing better than standing around a campfire in a really, really beautiful place with cool people. And you guys must be cool because you've come on this trip, so clearly you enjoy it too. And then I suppose I just learned things trial and error from there on. One of the things about me is that I'm not afraid of making mistakes. I'm not afraid of making mistakes, I'm not afraid of taking advice, and I really don't care if I don't get things right first time. I mean, you'll see, this is the second time I used this Pit Barrel smoker, and I watched a few YouTube videos, did a bit of Googling, read the instructions, but I'm not going to sit there and like try and get it absolutely perfect before I give it a go. That's not the way I live. I want to just make mistakes, learn from my mistakes. So I'm really happy to give it a go. I definitely made mistakes with this. That meat was way too overdone. I tried to make it sound good. I mean, the meat tasted amazing, don't get me wrong, it was amazing, but it was overdone. I know it was overdone. I should have taken it off ages ago. The steak was okay, that was still a bit juicy. The test pork was really nice, and I should have taken the rest of it off then. Oh well, just means there's something for me to improve on next time, so that's fine. It's been the same with my camping over the years. I try things, they work, I try things, they don't work, and that's how I've learned. So pretty much in a nutshell, what I have learned, I've learned from my parents, and I've learned by trial and error. And I suppose now going into the outdoors is just second nature to me. Like, I genuinely feel my best self when I'm outdoors like this. I'm most natural, I'm most relaxed, I'm the least stressed. It's just fantastic. And that's why I do it. But where is our rain, you guys? You know I love a rainy camp, and you know it would have been forecast, otherwise I wouldn't be here. It's supposed to have rained. It has rained a little bit, but not enough for my liking. Okay, time for a hot chocolate. This limoncello is delicious, so I might finish my limoncello first. Then I'm going to make a hot chocolate. And it's going to be time for bed. I've already set up the beds in the tent. So because I had the wheelbarrow and I had lots of room, I've actually brought two nice mats for Indi and I, and two decent sleeping bags. So we're going to be cozy. We're going to be super cozy. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 degrees overnight like it was forecast. It feels a little bit warmer than that, but it's certainly not summer warm. There's definitely been a cold snap that's come through, a southerly change, so I'm going to be really pleased that we've got those sleeping bags. That was a very big sigh, Indy. I don't know if you guys heard that. Indy let out this massive and the funny thing is, I don't know if she heard me, or because I don't even know if I did it aloud or not, but I was just exhaling as well. Just watching a falcon, a native New Zealand falcon. Dark so quickly. Ooh. The heat that's radiating from this is incredible. It's so hot. This is going to be amazing in winter time. I can't wait to use it. Indy, come back. Come back. Lie down. I'm just keeping her with me because as the light is fading, I think all the rabbits and possums are coming out. And she's so excited, but I don't really want her running around out there. Indy, sit. Good girl. Lie down. Yes, good girl. Come. Lie down properly. She's doing that lie down, you know, like that half lie down that dogs do when they're about to pounce and disappear. I am so hot. I have to take my puffer jacket off. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is amazing. So fun feeding a fire. I love putting wood on a fire, but it's so hot that I really shouldn't put any more on. Hello, cutie. Should we just sit here for a while? Where's the moon? I wonder if we'll see the moon tonight. Might be too overcast. You're looking sleepy. Is it nearly bedtime? This is super creepy. Can you guys hear that? It's monsters in the forest. Indi. Indi. Can you hear the possums? Can you hear the possums? Is it up there, Indi?
Finished? Finished?
I'm actually struggling to find words to describe this. It is so pretty. I had to put my sun hat on because it's so sunny. You don't normally get to see this kind of weather on my videos, so enjoy. This is what it's like in New Zealand most of the time when I'm not hunting out rain for nice rainy camps. I'm just waiting for the sun to come up over the top of the tent and the tarp and dry it out, so I'm just taking it easy this morning. I'm not in a rush. And for once, Indi doesn't seem to be in a rush. You're quite happy, aren't you? I think it might be breakfast time. Just got a really light breakfast. I've brought some strawberries and blueberries and passion fruit. I had a feeling after all that meat last night I might feel like something fresh. Sun's not yet on the tent and tarp, so we've got plenty of time before pack up. I am not looking forward to pack up at all, not at all, because I brought so much stuff in. And I actually don't think I want to do that trip that I did yesterday with a huge backpack with stuff tied to it, the wheelbarrow with the pit barrel cooker, all the stuff inside. Like I can't put stuff inside it because it's really dirty, and I'm not going to tip the cold ashes out here even though they are cold. I don't know, I just don't feel right. I'm going to take them home. And it's really dirty in there, so I can't put stuff in there. And I had that second pack on top and the table, and it was just such a mission. So I think actually instead, it's not a very long walk, I think I'm going to do a couple of trips. So I'm not looking forward to it. So I'm going to put off the inevitable and just chill out. Just chill out here in the sun. am packed up, but because I had the door rolled up to the tent, it's slightly damp, and I've also laid the inside tent part out into the sun because the ground sheet underneath it was a little bit damp. This tent is really big, and it's really too big for me to put up on my clothesline at home, so I want to get it completely dry before I pack it up. Are you ready to go home? Hey, you ready to go home? We're all packed up. Tent didn't take very long to dry. Just gave it a few minutes, but that's going to save me a whole lot of work at the other end when I get home. Indy, come. Sit. Sit. Hey guys, Indy and I want to say a huge thank you to you. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope that you enjoyed yourself. We had a wonderful time. I'm going to look forward to using that pit barrel cooker again, and next time I'm not going to overcook the meat because it was delicious but definitely overcooked. Look at this beautiful day that we've ended up with. Isn't this absolutely exquisite? I'm actually surprisingly looking forward to the walk out. I've already taken one load up to the car, so I've only got one backpack and the wheelbarrow, rather than all the extra paraphernalia that I had before. If you guys did enjoy the video and you want to show your support and appreciation, there is YouTube Super Thanks or Buy Me a Coffee, where you can buy Indi and I a little treat to say thank you. We really appreciate it. It means the world to us. Thanks guys. We look forward to seeing you on the next trip. Indy's off. Right, we're going. Bye.